Your mom ran out. Where are your black pants?
Angela needs color.
Smiling at you.
Okay, I have to go flip this through. I think it's done.
When there is a passing of a close friend, loved one, or family member, it's a painful and mourning experience. I find no joy in the death of a family member or close friend. Instead, I long for their presence to have remained with me here. The response to death is much different in the Hispanic culture. When I talked to a friend of mine, Brandon Guzman, who's Mexican, he described his family and his friends and his culture's response to death and funerals. Hispanic tradition concerning funerals and death within the Hispanic culture is very different than my own. In order for one to understand these traditions, one must understand the Hispanic mindset regarding death. Within the Hispanic culture, death is not feared. Instead, it is embraced and celebrated. As with any Hispanic family event, the death and funeral of a loved one, everybody comes together and takes part in the event. Friends and family come from all over to comfort the passing and celebrate the life of the deceased. As the dying loved one passes on, friends and family gather to show respect. Whether they gather at that person's bedside at home, in the hospital, or in the family home of the passing, they come to comfort the family and friends of the dying. Being present in this moment of death is the highest level of respect that these friends and family can show to the family of the deceased. After the one has passed on, they have a very traditional funeral. It is an event filled with family, friends, laughter, joy, and much love. During the funeral, there are many things that occur. Friends and family bring traditional foods and dishes to pass around for everybody to enjoy. There are also games played by the young ones and the adults to celebrate this time. Stories are also told of the person who has deceased. This is a great way to remember the good times that they had with that person, and it's also a very comforting event to be talking about the good times that they had instead of grieving over the mourning loss. The Hispanic culture that believes that although one has died and passed on, their spirit remains with them. A tradition within the Hispanic culture is called El Dia de los Muertos, otherwise called the Day of the Dead. It is a 2-day celebration within the Hispanic culture that celebrates those who have passed on. It celebrates not only their family and friends that passed on during their lives that they had lived with and celebrated with, but also it celebrates and remembers their ancestors of the past. Families build memorials and altars in celebration of El Dia de los Muertos. The altars and memorials are either built at the gravesite of the past or in the family member's house of the deceased. Family and friends present offerings for the spirits of the deceased during the 2-day celebration of the Day of the Dead. Some of these offerings include favorite foods of the deceased. They bring tequila bottles for the adults who have passed and toys for the young ones who have passed. In addition to these, they also bring flowers and candles to put at the memorial. Some of the favorite foods that are brought to this celebration are those of the deceased. Not only are they plated and placed at the memorials and altars, but the friends and family also enjoy these favorite foods. During El Dia de los Muertos, the community also decorates skulls and skeletons in celebration of the deceased. The skulls to the Hispanic culture symbolize death and rebirth. There are 2 different types of skulls. Some are made out of wood and some are made out of sugar. The wood ones are highly decorated with paints and different things to celebrate the lives of the ones living. The sugar ones are made out of sugar with the name of the deceased written on the forehead. The families of that deceased person that enjoy that sugar skull in celebration of the dead. It's a very traditional ritual celebrated all throughout the Hispanic community. In the event of the death, the Hispanic community celebrates the life of the deceased instead of mourning their death. The celebration of life when a loved one has passed on is a very specific and traditional and important aspect to the Hispanic culture.